with some intelligent and noted minds. Let me introduce them one by one. Manish Pandey, editor of ITV Network, joins us on the broadcast. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, defense expert, is also on the panel with us. But last and no means the least, Sumit Peer, political analyst and an observer of whatever goes on in Southeast Asia. He's lived in this part of the world for a very long point. Mohammed Ali Shah, you also spoke of, in fact, you were very clairvoyant the other day when we had a similar debate in talking about, ostracizing everything Chinese, right down from their apps to their taxi companies to their, to the social sites that the Indian population is so used to. But at the same time, there is another aspect, Mohammed Ali Shah, that India needs to be more indigenous about. Atmanirbharta has to start in that particular sector as well, and that sector also pertains to you. That is the defense sector.
Right. Breathe. Sun Tzu, in the book The Art of War, chapter 3, paragraph 2, he clearly states the alchemy of a general is to win wars without fighting. Now that is exactly what China is doing. Biological warfare, cyber warfare. About a week back, there was an attack on Australia. In the Australian servers in Australia, well, the Prime Minister of Australia was very magnanimous not to pinpoint and name the country. Mr. Morrison was very magnanimous, but yet we know which country he was referring to. Psychological warfare. They make friends with Russia and they project a different image about COVID-19 patients. Now, as I came out very strongly about boycotting China, it's not as simple as just breaking an instrument, saying a TV or a mobile, iske upar khappa hai, made in China. Let's understand first the dependency of India on China. On electronics, it's 45%. On machinery, it is 32%. On organic chemicals, it's 38%. On furniture and bedding, which is, on sofas and all, that is 57%. On fertilizers, 28%. On automotive parts, 25%. On pharma equipment, it is 68%. So now, if we do away with China directly, we must, and we have to start somewhere. And I think yesterday we made a start by banning certain apps. A lot of people would argue that out of those apps, they were hardly used apart from TikTok, which was used very often. Well, they have to start somewhere. When the Industrial Revolution took place, in olden days, when there were no factories, no industries, in 1820 to 1840, when the Industrial Revolution took place and the Britishers started flooding their colonies with the British clothing, at that time, what happened in 1905 to 1911, the Swadeshi movement took place, where all the upper class, the privileged class, burned the Angrezi kapadas. At that time, it was very successful. Why? Because it was the upper class which was involved. Now, the middle class and the lower class and the underprivileged class, I would like to call them, they also took part. But in today's day and age, when we are so dependent on the Chinese technology, the apps and all.
Right, but Mohammed Ali Shah, we could be dependent on them, but that does not mean this umbilical cord cannot be snapped.
Exactly, you said it. Yes, I'm coming to that, Reed. Bang on. I'm coming to that. Bang on. You said it absolutely right. Now, but we have to understand one thing. In today's day and age, 70% of Indian mobile phones are Chinese. It is the underprivileged class which is using, say, my driver, your driver, or the person working for you at home. If you ask them, you drop your Chinese phone, will he drop it? The golden question is that. Now, why? Because the Swadeshi movement was successful because the privileged class, the upper class, Angrezi kapda kaun pehna tha jo amir the. Now, we have to understand one thing. The upper class, the privileged class are the ones who are actually helping the politicians in a way they are funding the elections. All right. The middle class जो है वो सिर्फ अपने drawing room में बैठ के who can talk or who can do Twitter warfare, who can write, who can tweet or write blogs. It is the lower class. It is the underprivileged who come on ground. वो सड़कों पे उतरते हैं. They are the ones who matter. Now they are using the Chinese phones only. I'm just coming to a very small aspect of Chinese phones.
Okay.
Now,
quickly, Mohammed Ali Shah.
There has to be an alternative. Now, what is that alternative? We have to strategically plan that. That is.
Okay, all right. Mohammed